stepping in on behalf of Dr. Mathuki, who is EAC Secretary General. He requested me to represent him because he had other very urgent assignments to work on. So as you have introduced myself, I'm a pharmacist. I've been working with the East African community for the past 10 years. And my work focused on harmonization of regulatory standards and guidelines. I'm not sure if I have to share the presentation or you can share it.
It will be shared for you. Welcome, and
Okay.
welcome to the presentation.
Thank you very much. So I will be talking about the regulatory alliance through Africa. And this was the presentation that Honorable Mathuki was supposed to make. But I will take you through this presentation as a technical expert representing the East African community. And this is the area that we have been working for the past 10 years. And we have seen how countries can collaborate to improve regulatory processes, avoid duplication of efforts, save on cost and time for both regulators and industries. And we have seen, as we continue to implement the program, we have seen the trust and confidence that has been established among the regulators and our stakeholders. Next slide, please. So to start with, I'll start with the introduction about the East African community. It's a regional economic community with 6 partner states, as indicated in the slides. We have the Republic of Burundi, Republic of Kenya, Republic of Rwanda, Republic of South Sudan, United Republic of Tanzania, and the Republic of Uganda. And our vision is to have prosperous and sustainable East Africa. And our mission is to promote political, social, and economic integration within the region. We have the quick figures about the size of the area of the East African community, which is indicated in the slides, and the population and the GDP. I'll go through quickly because this is just an introduction. Our main area is on regulatory alliance, which is the next slides. Next, please. So we have the regional integration pillars. We started with the customs union that was enforced in 2005, followed by the common market in 2010. And we currently working on monetary union and political federation. All these are the pillars for the EAC regional integration. And for the health sector, specifically for the pharmaceutical sector, we focus on common market protocol, implementation of the common market protocol that facilitates social and economic integration between the countries. Next slide, please. So in terms of regulatory alliance through Africa, this is the topic we have been asked to talk about it. And based on the experience we have as the first regional economic community to implement the African Medicine Regulatory Harmonization Program, we have prepared some of the implementation arrangements and also the achievements we have made for the past 10 years. So I'll cover the program itself about the East African Community Medicine Regulatory Harmonization Program, the African Medicine Regulatory Harmonization Program that is coordinated by the African Union, NEPAD agents, then highlight the initiative that is ongoing about the African Medicine Agency, African Vaccine Regulatory Forum, and the African Medical Devices Forum. Next, please. So in terms of the East African Community Medicine Regulatory Harmonization Program, as per the Treaty for Establishment of the East African Community, Chapter 21, Article 118, this is a policy priority area for the region, and the aim is promote access to safe, efficacious, quality, and affordable medicines through harmonization of regulatory standards and mutual recognition. So EAC MRH is part of the African Medicine Regulatory Harmonization Program implemented by the regional economic communities such as SADC, COMESA, and IGAD. We are the first region, as I've mentioned, and we have seen trust, confidence promoted among the countries. And also we work and share information between the regulatory agencies. Next, please. So these are the 7 national medicine regulatory authorities that have been collaborating to move forward this initiative. And we collaborate in the main technical areas such as drug registration, inspections of pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities. We also collaborate to conduct joint post-marketing surveillance, joint pharmacovigilance safety reporting and inspections, and also joint review, scientific review of clinical trial protocols. Next. This highlights the implementation arrangements of the program. We have the partner states at the partner states who are responsible to nominate experts to participate in scientific committees. And then we have the steering committee, which oversees the work of the project coordination team at the EAC Secretariat, and also the experts working group. We have also the forum of the heads of NMRA that normally meets to discuss and assess the progress of the program and make administrative and technical recommendations. We also have the EAC policy organs, which is the Council of Ministers and the summit. That is how we report. We also work with the WHO and the African Union NEPAD to provide technical and advocacy role. So in terms of achievements, we have so far conducted scientific review of 144 medical products, and 70 have been recommended for marketing authorization. Some of the remaining products are still under review, and some have issues, queries to applicants. We have also conducted 24 joint inspections of pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities in Africa, Asia, Europe, and Africa, Europe, and Asia. And in terms of post-marketing surveillance, we've conducted a survey of quality of antibiotics. We have done inspections, pharmacovigilance inspections, and conducted a joint review of the clinical trial protocol for Ebola vaccine in 2014. We are currently domesticating the EAC harmonized regulatory guidelines, and more information about this program, which supports reliance, work, and information sharing, can be found in the website provided below. Next, please. In terms of the AMRH, this is an initiative under the African Union. Next, please. And it's implemented by regional economic communities. It started in 2009. The main aim was to address the challenges faced by regulatory authorities in terms of weak and non-coherent legislative framework, duplicative processes, and also delays in decisions and inefficiency in the regulatory procedures. So this program is currently being supported by a number of partners, such as the Pan-African Parliament, the World Health Organization, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, World Bank, DFID, and the US government. Next. Under the same initiative of AMRH, we have a continental initiative of establishing the African Medicine Agency under the African Union. And currently we have, next please, we have a number of countries that are in the process of signing and ratifying the treaty for establishment of this African Medicine Agency. This will be the second body after the African Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And the main focus will be to work with the RECs and the regional health organization to come up with harmonized standards and regulatory procedures to ensure safety, efficacy, and quality of medicines. So we have a number of countries that have already ratified and deposited the instruments of ratification, and more information can be available at the African Union website. We also have African Vaccine Regulatory Forum. All these initiatives aims to strengthen convergence reliance in regulatory procedures in order to avoid duplication of efforts, save time and cost to both regulators and manufacturers. So we have the one that focus on vaccines. This, next please. This is an initiative that was started by WHO, and now it's under AMRH program. Next slide, please. It is under AMRH program, and the main aim is to harmonize the regulatory processes for vaccines, and also it's basically the pillars. The main pillar is for capacity building and ensuring that there is collaboration between key stakeholders, donors, and health professionals across the continent. And through this initiative, and a number of important vaccines have been developed, such as those to treat meningitis, malaria, rotavirus, Ebola, and now COVID-19. So we have seen this platform it's a very good platform to share information and promote reliance and adoption of the AfriSummit guidelines, so that countries do not have to go again to develop new guidelines. They just have to adopt and domesticate them in order to use them for review of the clinical trial protocols and also conduction of the good clinical practice inspections. The last one is on the African Medical Devices Forum. This is a technical committee under the African Medicine Regulatory Harmonization Program. And the mission is to recommend ways to harmonize medical devices and diagnostic regulation in Africa. And the frameworks are based on WHO Global Model for Medical Devices. And the scope will include capacity building, registration, and quality audits and inspections. The current initiatives that are being implemented at the continental level and at regional economic communities that promote reliance among the national medicine regulatory authorities. Thank you very much for your attention.